Hey, Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana. This is Gary Franchi reporting anyhow, patreon.com. It is a well-known fact that Barack Obama was one of the least transparent, most covered up, most concealed, most planned presidencies in American history. And he says that in intelligence circles, it is well known that this was planned well in advance and well covered up in advance. All his records are sealed, his college transcripts, his passport, his birth certificate, even his life, what he's actually done has been covered up.
They say it is an open secret in the intelligence circles. They all know that Barack was born in Kenya. He's not an American citizen. Complete fraud. So it's an open secret.
Complete fraud, born in Kenya. It's an open secret with these people. This was planned years and years in advance, and it was pushed by the media, which is also controlled by the CEA or intelligence community. And the Americans were foolish enough to, and it was fraudulently done as far as voting. There was fraud both in 2008 and 2012. But Barack Obama was pushed on the agenda to become a president, and one of the least American, least patriotic presidents we've had. The only one that could be worse is FDR, but it's the way it is, and we were suckered into it and pushed. It was pushed, planned well in advance.
In Washington, D.C. It's an open joke, really.
Open joke, and the media was pushed along with it too.
Media doesn't want to admit it. They won't bring this topic up. But think about the ramifications. Everything he does completely nullified. Every signature nullified, because he is the first fake president of the United States, first illegitimate Kenyan-born Muslim president of the United States.
So the Constitution and the law of the United States has been circumvented for many, many years, but this has fully been flaunted and done with 8 years as Barack Obama as president. It was not even brought up as the Supreme Court didn't do their job, Congress and Senate didn't do their job. It clearly shows that this country has been run by elite groups for who knows how long, at least since the early 1900s. It was getting senators into the Federal Reserve, with getting a corporation, a banking corporation, World Banking Corporation, to run and suck money out of this country. The military machinery, elites pulling trillions out, using the disguise of wars to do so, to run their own agenda and use us as pawns. It is sickening, but absolutely true. And here, let's go back to what Trump said, and one reason these elite groups hate Trump so much.
Records I will give to a charity of his choice: Inner City Children in Chicago, American Cancer Society, AIDS research, anything he wants, a check immediately for $5 million. The check will be given within 1 hour after he releases all of the records so stated.
So it was never done, and it never released, even though Trump pushed to do it. Just too many horrific things. Anyhow, they're pushing this item to sell and support this group, but obviously Barack Obama was a con job from the get-go, planned decades ago, even before his college days was planned, probably planned sometime in his teenage years or earlier. The real story is what his grandfather did and his mother, and how she got pregnant by this African guy, had a child there, how this was planned decades before he became president. Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. The truth is always stranger than fiction. And this is just one example of how these elite groups have circumvented our laws. They believe they're above our laws, or they believe they're above the Constitution, and they've used us to funnel in billions, if not trillions of dollars, and use it for their own purposes. And I testify to these things in the sacred name of Jesus Christ. It's just horrific what has been done to this country in the last 150 years. Check it out. Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Good day.